Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to my video. Um, Today we're doing a tier list on the best and worst matchups with Starlord, and just a little bit of like a who's good and bad to go against. These are some of my achievements. I guess to just show that I know what I'm talking about. I hit rank 11 last season, and I'm rank 2, as of making this. And I have over 300 hours on my main with like 3 other accounts I also placed all on. I did unranked GM and got like 19 wins, 4 losses. And I did GM Diamond 1 to GM 1 and got like 20 wins, 4 losses. So I'm pretty good at Starlord. I think I know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Hello, I made a video on this list before, but I didn't quite agree with where I put some of the stuff. It was kind of a bad video because I didn't explain everything. So I'm gonna go over every character, move some of them, and explain why they're there. So first of all, that one's coming down here, and yeah. First off, here, these two. These are really bad characters for Starlord Diverse because one, he can cycle his block quick enough between your engagements, so you can't deal enough damage to him between his blocks before he can get in, deal his damage and leave, and so you can't threaten him. And the same goes with him, and he can just grab you and slow down your fly and like stun you, and it's really bad for Starlord. You don't want to fight either of these characters on Starlord alone. These are bad 1v1s for you, unless if you're like him. I would avoid these 1v1s. Angela, because like she can just pin you, and anytime you try and go in, she can pin you, and she just disrupts you a lot. You kind of have to mark her. You have to be the dominant one in this 1v1 to win. DPS Devil. This one is this. I said this is DPS Devil because if it's support pool or tank pool, it's down here. But DPS Devil is bad for you because he can jump in your head and disrupt you, and you don't really have anything to deal with it. The only way you can get out of dying to DPS Devil is to roll two of his sword dashes so that he doesn't have any and he can't keep chasing you. Emma Frost, her ultimate is very deadly for you, so you want to avoid ulting into her ult. You either want to bait it or just wait it out, or account for it when you're ulting. And her diamond form is very threatening for you, so you don't want to get close to her. You want to stay away from Emma Frost. Hela is a very dominating hit scan right now. You don't want to take any challenges against her that are long range. You just want to play very close range on the ground. Same against Hulk. Don't fly around because he can swat you out of the air. You just want to play low on the ground and burn his body. Don't shoot his shield because that gives him ult charge. Just kind of try and burn his body as much as possible. Same Magnetos, same as Emma Frost, in like account for him ulting your ult, and his mag arrow can be very deadly, and he can bubble any of your dive targets, so account for that as well. He can also be good on your team, but that's another tier list. Starlord, you've got to win this 1v1, because if you're losing this 1v1 and you're letting that other Starlord rip his ult as much as he wants, that's bad. You'll lose the game. So be careful. I have my own recommendations for ulting against a Starlord. I can make a video on that separately, in how to win your Starlord 1v1s. But it's important that you do. Thor is deadly because he can just chase you around and pop his Thor Force. So you need to be aware of how to roll out of his Thor Force and not get movement debuffed. All of these characters are mid engagements. You kind of farm them. That's down more. You don't know. You don't kind of farm. These characters can be threatening against you if you don't play against them correctly. So just be aware of how to fight these characters. Cyclops, don't play on the ground too much because his tracking is difficult. Play him from play flighted engagements and drop down engagements and shit, and use your E against him, and don't play on the ground because his E can don't play near anything because his E can bounce. Just pop your E against him. He's kind of free, honestly. He's not that threatening against the Starlord because he's hard to shoot on BP. You just have to mark him. Just be aware that they have a BP and you will be okay. You yourself shouldn't be dying to BP because you can roll him, but if you want to protect your team, you need to be marking him and being aware of where the BP is. The same goes with Daredevil. He can live a lot longer, but you can mark him and just chase him. Black Cat used to be higher, but she's lower now because of her nerves. You just have to be aware again that they've got a Black Cat. She will just appear, so just try and roll her and keep your distance and be aware of her animations. That was the biggest thing for me when learning how to deal with Black Cat, was just learning how her animations work. Widow is fine as long as you keep your distance. She used to be more scary after her nerfs. Just play her at a mid-range and don't let her kick you. A good Widow is kind of scary, but I think you can deal with it. Health is kind of fine. Just don't get grabbed by the Gladrogs, and play heightened angles against her because it makes her use more of her abilities, whereas she kind of she's more of a horizontal character. Groot, just break the wall so your team can burn him, sorry. You're good against shooting the wall. Hawkeye, just play difficult angles and don't play in a clump with your team so he can build charge. With the new team up, just don't play close to him and you're okay. Torch, just don't play on the ground. Fly around in the air and shoot him. Same with Iron Man. And these characters are kind of fun. You just have to be smart. Luna, just be aware of her snowflake. Sorry, not a snowflake, her freeze. And you should be okay. She can poke you, but it's okay as long as you play safe. You just can't really dive that hard against Luna. Magic, if you just poke her, it's fine, and you can use your ultimate to kill her when she's ulting, and it's pretty free. You deny her ultimate and deny her as a character pretty hard. Mantis, she has a sleep, and she can enable other characters to protect her, but her herself, she's pretty weak and she can't really fight back. So she's kind of farm, but she's more scarier because she can enable someone to protect her. Namel's kind of scary, but you just have to break his squids, and you can deal with him pretty easy. You shut him down if you break his squids. Phoenix, she's less scary than Hela because she's harder to aim on, and her stun doesn't really affect you as bad as long as you play flyy Starlord. Like, you just have to play in the air more, and her ultimate, you can dodge it pretty easy if you just roll it or break it. Psylocke's pretty scary because she can deal a lot of damage quickly, but you can chase her and use your E when she uses her invisibility to keep chasing her and deal with her. And just learn how to roll her damage, her main output of damage. Rogue is kind of scary because she's got a lot of health and can chase you, but you just have to play difficult angles for her to deal damage to you. Venom's kind of scary because of his dive. You can deal with him more than these two, but he's kind of in a similar boat in that you can deal all the damage you want to him, but you don't really disrupt his cycle unless if you play really smart against him. But he's easier to deal with. He doesn't really threaten you as much as these two do, but he's in the same sense that you can't really disrupt his cycle. You need to be smart in how you're playing against a Venom. A good Venom will just ignore you. Bucky's more fine now than he used to be. He used to be a lot higher, but because he can't stun you anymore, he just lives forever. He's down a lot more. Honestly, he could even drop, but because he's got so much health, he's still here. Because he's kind of threatening. And this new season with his Elsa team up, it's pretty good. So, and Elsa's pretty good. So, Bucky's higher. All of these characters, I'm not going to go through every one of them. Penny, because you can break her mind pretty easy. Spider-Man, just learn how to duel on Spider-Man. I'll make another video about this one. Because Spider-Man is a really fun character to verse on Starlord, because you're really good against him. Dinosaur, you just farm. Blade, you just farm all these characters. They don't really have any answer for you, and you just naturally destroy them. It's the same with all the dive free characters. Your ultimate just either completely shuts them down, or you're just really good against them, like Jeff. If you ult his ult, you farm it easily. Same with Storm, same with Ultron. These characters are just free for you to just destroy. So I think that's about everyone. I don't really think I need to explain these characters that much. You just gotta play smart, play Starlord smart, keep your distance, don't play to their strength, play to your strength, and you'll win. Alright. Good luck out there troopers.